Just listen for a second. This is important for you to know. As God is preparing the seats at your table, He is allowing you to put your place settings in of who's going to be with you. But when you go through things that you go through with God that are deeply rooted inside of you, whether it's trauma or strongholds or whatever you're going through, and God is revealing it to you, you will be surprised at the people, and He wants you to pay attention to the people who show up and the people who don't. Because here's the thing, we give to a lot of people, especially in roles of ministry, and we draw from the strength of Jesus to do it, and the grace is sufficient for it. But it does not mean they have a seat at the table, because just because you show up for somebody does not mean they show up for you. And God will reveal to you as you go, and you will be surprised at who does show up and who doesn't show up. And if they don't show up, they can't have a reserved space at the table because they won't show up there and you're missing someone now. Or they do show up and they're poisoning the food. Look, it's going to get really, really important, and it already is. You are so valuable, and God loves you so much, and He wants you to realize how worth it you are. Because if He sits with you on your darkest day, anybody who has God and is your friend will sit with you too and check up on you. And I am so grateful for the people that checked up on me this week as I was going through it, and God was revealing this to me. But this is the thing. If they are not your friend, if it's not reciprocal, if they don't show up for you and you show up for them, that's ministry, that's client. That's not friend. Thou preparest a table before me. And your clients and your assignments are not your enemies. But don't expect that they'll show up for you when it's you who's showing up for them as Jesus, and they're not quite there yet. That's okay. But as we go, it will be more and more important that you have the right people at the table, and you don't have a bunch of empty place settings for the people who will not show up, and God has already revealed it to you. As they don't show up, take their place setting away and give it to someone else who does. Because at a certain point, it will be so important that it will be someone's life and death in the hands of the people around you, and nobody's there. And all of a sudden, too late, you realize these were not my friends in the first place. This was an assignment. This was a ministry. You can't expect your client to show up for you. You expect your friends to. And the ones who don't show up, they're not your friends, my love. Figure it out now and let God reveal it now as you're going through this stuff. So that when you get there, you're not surprised and you don't find out too late that they were not going to show up in the first place. Unless it was convenient enough. Unless there was the favorite type of food that they have. Your friends will bring their favorite type of food to the table if they want to sit there with you. But nobody else gets to come. I love you. Know that God loves you so much more. And that your destiny is too big to take people who can't carry it with you.